Hello everyone! Happy Friday! My name is Genevieve and I'm here to teach you a tiny bit of Qigong today based on the teachings of Malcolm and Annie Dean, who run the Luminous Ground School of Tai Chi and Qigong. You can find them on YouTube. I will put all the links in the description. Today, because it's Friday and because I got feedback that my video yesterday at 12 minutes was long, I'm going to try to make the shortest video I can. Today we're going to be talking about one of the simplest exercises that exists in Qigong. It's called head turns, and because you know I love animal shapes, we're going to try an animal during this practice as well. So without further ado, here we go. All right, so I want you to get into your horse stance, please. That's like you're riding on that little pony. Your feet are pointed slightly out. Your shoulders are just wider than your feet are just wider than your shoulders. Your feet are pointing a tiny bit out, not super pigeon toe, but just a little bit out. And then your knees are turned a little bit out as if you're riding on that little pony. Okay? And remember, try to relax into the floor. The floor has infinite capacity to hold your weight. So go ahead and let all of your weight go down onto the floor. You can even feel some of it drain out through your feet, like any weight you don't want to be carrying, any unwanted baggage, draining out through the bottoms of your feet. All right? And then I promised you something called head turns. So for a head turn, this part is optional, but I recommend it. Put one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart and feel grounded into the floor like there are roots growing down through your feet into the floor like you're a little tree. And you're also riding a pony, so picture a tree riding a pony. That's good exercise for your imagination. And then just relax. Stand still, but not too still. And we're going to do head turns. We're literally going to turn our head from side to side. I'll show you two versions. The first one is the simplest Qigong exercise I can think of. So you're going to gently turn your head to look to the left. Have your eyes open or closed. Hold it for a second on that side, and then allow your head to rotate all the way to the right. And you can keep it flat, totally flat. Turning to the left and to the right, and then we'll go back to the left. Pause a moment. I'll teach you a quick option for this one. If you don't love flat, you can also draw a little rainbow with your nose. Just a little one. Not an insanely big arch or anything, just a little rainbow. The tip of your nose is drawing a little rainbow. So now you're a tree riding on a horse and your nose is a rainbow. It's interesting. All right. And you can alternate between those two, so you can do one that's completely flat, back again, draw a little rainbow, back again, go back flat, again. And if even this is too much, guys, you can go really slowly. Just creep over to the right, creep over to the left, and make a rainbow really slowly with your nose, and back the other way. All right, so that'll be the last one of that style. That is literally the simplest Qigong exercise I can think of right now, and I really hope it feels very approachable and inviting to you. If you love the animal forms that we talked about a little bit yesterday, these are very common in Qigong, and they really help me use my imagination to do the practice. So for head turns, using an animal form, partly because we are now in the year of the snake, I'm going to recommend that you make yourself feel a little bit like a snake. You could visualize like the piled up coils of a cobra's tail, for example, and then your body is like the neck rising up out of the coils, and then your head is like a cobra head. It's nice, big, ballooned cobra head up here. And you will remember that cobras can do that swiveling, that's like a snake dance. When you see like an old cartoon of somebody playing a pipe and the cobra comes up out of the basket, it's this very, very loose, undulating kind of motion. I love that, as you can tell. Try it, it's fun. And then you can really use this motion for head turns. So what I recommend for this is sometimes called shearing. We're gonna let one side of us move to the right while the head turns to the left. So we're gonna have like a back and forth motion going, where our heart's going one way and our belly's going the other way. And your head goes with your heart, so that you are turning your head from side to side, just like earlier. But you're also moving your hips, rotating those the opposite direction. Kind of like you're a little snake. Just put your head over here while your body goes that way. Put your head over here while your body goes that way. And if you're struggling with that motion, like how do I do those at the same time? I literally picture like a pepper grinder. You're holding one piece in place and you're twisting the other place, or you could be twisting both at the same time. So it's really just that same idea that the twist is happening. So part of it's going this way, the other part's going that way. And then you can switch. And when I do this, I call this the snake version of head turns. I can feel it even more in my body. I can hear my little neck popping a little, not in a bad way, just like resettling. And same with my spine. And needless to say, if it doesn't feel good, you stop. Don't do this if it doesn't feel good for you. You can always go back to steady torso, no body motion in particular, and just turn your head. All right, team. So those are our 2 versions of head turns for today. That was the very, very steady, simple head turns and the more snake-like, undulating opposite motion head turns. I hope you find a flavor that you like, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Salute our masters and salute your classmates. See you soon.